Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. Exciting today because I got the new pulley in. Got the clutch delete pulley, and I'm going to show you guys right now what that is. This buddy, not over here, this. So, if I can angle it a little bit. It's VRP Performance. I got this from. Still my same 74 millimeter. This thing is definitely smaller. So yeah, the outsides of both of these, this is the old pulley, this is the new one. The outside is the same, but when we turn them around, that's the inside for that one. That's the inside for this one. So you can definitely see the difference. So that's what I got. That was my huge problem. It was literally the same size as the inside of that, which is absolutely crazy. Sorry for the noise. It's a little heater. It's pretty cold in here right now. But yeah, guys, you can see the shaft right here. So it is actually like going to be a really snug fit. So I got to heat this up to fit it in here because this is going to be kind of crazy to put that on. But okay, so the kit I got was the 74 millimeter pulley, and in the kit, of course, they give you, I was kind of worried about if I couldn't get these or not, but the two little new steel pins that go on the inside of this, and they hook, half of them goes on the outside of these. So that kind of helps hold the pulley on really good. So I didn't know if they had new ones because mine were actually slightly bent. So I didn't know if they said they gave them or not, but thank goodness they did. They gave those, and they gave some Loctite for the main bolt that goes through here. So I'm gonna go ahead and start putting this on. I'm not quite sure exactly what I'm gonna do just yet, which I'm probably gonna have to put those pins in first into here, and then so I'm gonna go ahead and put some a cloth or some cardboard or something underneath this, just so I don't lose those little pins. I do not want to do that, so I'm gonna go ahead and grab something real quick. Alright guys, so went ahead, put a little rag thing in here. Let me move this light a little bit closer. Let's see here. Yeah. There we go. Alright, so I just figured out, since I'm not going to have anything to put those pins on there, which I just literally found out, which is kind of cool. I'm going to come back over here quick. So I put one in already. So these pins, you can put them through the front of this pulley, and they actually, oh, it fell out right there. So I'm going to stick it in, put my finger over it so it doesn't fall out again. You can see they actually have a divot on the end, so they just hold in right there. So you can actually put the pins in first, and then put it on the shaft over there. So that's what we're gonna do. So I'm gonna go ahead and drop these in, the rest, two of them. And now I'm gonna go ahead, well actually you know what, we're gonna redo something here. Take this back out. I'm going to heat this up first. So I'm going to heat it up from the inside around with a little torch. So I'm going to do that. So we're going to go ahead and light it up. Just going to go ahead and... Alright, you guys get the gist of this. I'm just going to heat this up pretty good since it's aluminum. Kind of dissipates heat pretty quick. So I'm going to go ahead and do this for a minute or two, and I'll be right back. Alrighty. So I started getting this on here, guys. It's actually a crazy snug fit. So you kind of have to beat it on, apparently. So I've been doing that. I'm going to have to heat it up again a little bit more. But yeah, it's coming along. But you kind of just have to take your time with this, apparently. Which it's going to take me probably a few minutes to put this on So I'm gonna go ahead. I've been putting this piece of cardboard, thicker piece, over the front of it, and then just tapping on it with a wrench or something, just to kind of go around in a circle with it until it starts to fall on, and then it should be lined up just perfect, because it goes along with the where these pins are, the centers of each little hole there. So it pretty much lines up exactly where those divots are on the shaft. So as long as those are pretty much like dead center to where you are kind of aligning it, it should be pretty good. So I'm going to go ahead and keep bashing this on. I'm going to have to heat it up again. Apparently, focus here, the ends on these, my hands are like all shaky, but yeah, the ends on the shaft were a little bit flared up, the very ends of them. So I just took a little file to it and shaved the ends down a little bit, and then this thing, it's actually a little bit easier to do this if one of the dials is pointing straight up, and that way you can narrow it down where it's actually at, so it'll be straight up like so, and you kind of go right in the middle wherever that one would be, and then pop, pop, and then there we go. Then I'm going to put my dials, my little pins back in here, and then put the bolt through, and then we will trying to figure out how I'm going to tighten this down, what I'm going to do to hold this thing still, because obviously it's still spinning freely. So I'm going to figure out a way to maybe put an impact on it or something to get it as tight as I can anyway. I mean, I could probably hold it with a belt, wrap this belt around it and hold it down a little bit more just to get a little extra, but I'll put that red Loctite on it for sure. I think that's why they gave it, just because of that reason. So I'm going to go ahead and put these little pins in here real quick, and then pretty much show you guys the final product. Well, alrighty guys. So after some filling around here, I was able to get this on. So I got this whole pulley on here. It was pretty annoying with the little pins, trying to get them to go in all the way enough to fill in the gap for the little spacer on here. So it was a little bit difficult to get it in there, but you gotta kind of pound things away a little bit. But I got it all seated on, and now I'm gonna go ahead and I gotta take this old beat up belt off as well. So I loosened up this bolt for the dual idler pulley, and that would be a 15mm, which I went ahead and did that. So you pretty much just flip the bracket right on over. It kind of just holds itself right there for a minute, and then I can just take this out, which it kind of sucks now because you have to take that off in order to get the belt off with the belt wrap kit. So I'm going to throw that over there. We'll come on over here. Here's my new belt. Gates. There's the part number for it. This is for the 74mm pulley with the belt wrap kit. So I'm going to go ahead and whip that off. Alright. And now the fun begins, because get my leg up here. I'm going to pull this thing down. Well, things are falling. But anyway. Alright guys. Alright, it is finished. Sorry about all the pauses and stuff. It's kind of like a tedious, I can't hold the camera and do this junk. But for the most part, it's pretty simple, straightforward. Alright, so the routing of the new belt. Okay, so it goes around the new pulley, but both ends, the inside goes around the new bracket, the pulley for the belt wrap kit, and that goes around and then down around the crank, then back up around the idler pulley, and then underneath the idler or the tensioner. So it's a little bit weird because you have to take off the bracket from here. You have to loosen both of these bolts, one there and one there, and then you can lift this one up, then you gotta wedge it down in behind everything. So it's a little annoying, but But yeah, there it is, guys. That's finally finished. I'm cleaning up the rest of the stuff right in here, and I'm gonna get ready here and give the car its startup. So stay tuned for a minute here, and I'm gonna go grab my keys. Idling good. Started right up. Had to prime it a couple times just to be sure that the new fuel pumps had some fuel in them. Grab some of this crap out of here. Alright, let's close this down. I'm gonna let this thing warm up a little bit here. And yeah, I guess I might as well show you guys the new car as well. It's a 2017 Mazda CX-3. It's the Grand Touring. And I'm gonna go ahead and grab my keys to this so we can move it as well. So show you guys the inside of that real quick. It's filthy, guys. It's absolutely filthy in here. But this is my new daily. It's not too bad. It's only had started on up here. Show you guys. It's only got 15,775 miles on it. I got it with only 13,000. Not too bad. I have the back seat folded down right now, but alright. I don't know how I'm gonna rest of my video, but alright, just got the car out of the garage. So we're gonna go and take it for a little ride real quick. See how everything does. Man, it feels so weird driving this thing after so long. This thing's awesome. This thing feels good. It likes to spin now. Turn that off. I don't know what it's gonna do. Woo! She rowdy. Wow. That's so much more torque right off the line. Woo! That is awesome, guys. Things, man, this thing feels so different after. I haven't driven this thing in maybe probably a little over a month and a half, I think. So it's been a while since I've driven this thing at all. This thing is so nice to drive. I forgot what it was like. But yeah, guys, stay tuned. I'm gonna have some more videos coming out of this. This is just kind of going over things real quick to show you guys how everything is done. And it's not a real difficult job to do, but for the most part, it's pretty simple. Just have to be a little more patient. And I smashed my finger once, but oh well, it's part of the joys of working on cars. But so I did all that. It's running, it's driving. I think my job is complete right now, and I will catch you guys on the next one.